I'm Dan King from Insurance DataLab, and I'm here at the BIBA conference with Phil Bayles, Chief Commercial Officer at Ardonagh Advisory. Thanks for joining me, Phil. So, first question, the pace of M&A doesn't appear to be slowing, despite many people expecting that to be the case. What do you think the level of activity will be like between now and the rest of the year?
I would have thought, I think as we came maybe 12 months ago, we would have expected it to be slowing down slightly. I think what you've seen, I think as things change. And I think certainly one of the things we're starting to see is prospect of a change of government next year and prospect of a change in capital gains tax rates is starting to drive quite a lot of inquiries from people, say brokers who are thinking maybe at some point in the next 2 to 3 years, maybe leaving. I think if you're going to go in the next 2 to 3 years, a lot of people are thinking, well, why don't you go now, knowing what the tax rate would be, rather than gamble on what might happen after the next election. So we actually think we're going to have a very busy second half of the year. We've actually seen things pick up again. So actually, overall, I think it's going to stay at the heightened levels that we've seen over the last 18 months or so.
Okay, all right, great. And what do you expect to happen in terms of valuations?
Yeah, valuations is an interesting one. I think valuations are to an extent linked with the cost of money. It's not the only factor, but it's definitely a factor. And the cost of money has gone up. Yeah. So I think you're probably seeing a slight downward pressure on valuations. Nothing huge, but I think, you know, if the market was particularly like frothy and sort of febrile last year, I think it's just lost a little bit of that hyper competitiveness that was there. So I think you've seen valuations just maybe come off the top a little bit. Yeah. Not massively, but a little bit.
Okay. And in terms of Ardonagh, you've just acquired majority stakes in a couple of businesses, and I think you told Insurance Times recently that you're looking to turbocharge growth in the high net worth sector. So is that the type of business you're particularly looking at acquiring?
Well, yeah. So we look for what I'd call real core, high quality regional brokers, and we've acquired Pacewald as a good example of that, which we announced I think back in start of April. Stanhope actually gave us two different fantastic businesses. One is Stanhope Cooper, who are a brilliant specialist in the high net worth space. We've really wanted to improve our offering in there, so they improve the capabilities that we bring to the organisation, and therefore with the breadth of distribution we have, we can help them grow and they can help us be a better business in that space. We've also, as part of the acquisition, got renovations underwriting. We've got a very successful commercial MGA, and that business will fit in there. And again, they're a brilliant, high-quality business. They've grown at significant rates. But again, we open them up to our distribution. We can offer them to our network members and through our tailgating ethos, and that gives us a great opportunity. So I think it's a mixture of specialisms and core markets that fit culturally and from a business perspective in. But we do look at, we look at the breadth, but those are the areas where we really tend to focus.
Great, thank you very much.
Great, thank you, Dan. Cheers.
Bye.